Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to have you here on April Fool's Day. Happy Tuesday. If you would, please introduce yourself in the chat. Make sure that your chat is set to chat with everyone, not just the host and the panelists, and introduce yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, and if you are a guest or if you are a consultant. And if you're a guest, let us know who invited you here. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome. You are in for a treat. All right, check this out. We have got people from coast to coast, this way and this way. Oh, and from Florida all the way to New York. So we are covering every state and every province. Welcome, Norwexers. Hello. Oh, look at that. We have Indiana in the house, North Carolina. We even have Hawaii in the house. All right. Make sure to introduce yourself because we want to know who's here. Drop your name, where you're from, and if you're a consultant or a guest, and if you're a guest, who invited you? Hello from Ohio. Nice to meet you. Nova Scotia, Granbury, Texas. I used to go hiking there quite often. Amy, you're getting some love in the
I
chat.
saw that.
All right, Michigan, Colorado. Hello, welcome. Okay, we are live in Consultant Connection. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Y'all, please put your hands together for the one and the only Amy Cadora. You know her by many titles, one of them being Chief Brand and Mission Officer at Norwex. But Amy is the queen of making healthy living and sustainability accessible to all. So when Amy's not busy ruling the kingdom of sustainability, you can find her hiking or y'all check this out, geeking out over all things Star Wars. So let's give her a warm and a royal welcome to our beloved Empress of Sustainability, Amy Cadora.
Oh, thank you. That's got to be the best introduction I've ever had, Melissa. So I'm impressed. Hey, everyone, welcome to April. I am actually just doing a little bit of a special intro before we pass it over to Julie, because this is such an important month for us here at Norwex. It is, of course, April 1, and that is the beginning of Earth Day month. And it's a great opportunity to talk and share about Norwex because so many people are, I think, going to be more focused on the importance of getting rid of toxins and also this idea of living sustainably. So, back in 1994, when we started our operations in a small town in Norway called Eidsvoll, I think, there was it was a really simple but straightforward idea that our founder, Bjorn Nicolaisen, had at that time. And it was simply eliminate harmful chemicals and make people and planet healthier. So it's a really simple message, but it's also, I think, really powerful. And 30 years on, actually 31, we're going into our 31st year, we have made incredible progress, which we could not have been able to do without the help of our consultant community. So all this information I'm going to share with you now is only because we've had our consultants partnering with us and building this community and sharing this information out. First big kind of ta-da is that in that time, we have created more than 10 million safe havens in North America. That alone to me is a really big impact. And we just calculate that, based on how many homes we estimate have an EnviroCloth in their collection of cleaning products. So it's a pretty conservative estimate. And 10 million households is the same number of households that New York City and Toronto have combined. So that gives us I think a really good analogy of how impactful our consultants have helped us be in getting rid of harmful chemicals and living more sustainably. The other kind of impact point I love to share is that since we began selling our fluff and tumble dryer balls, we estimate that we have eliminated more than 600 million dryer sheets from people's homes and also from the landfills, because of course, after you use them one time, you end up throwing them away. They're not recyclable generally, and so they end up in the landfill. And additionally, those dryer sheets can be really laden and caked up with lots of different chemicals that can transfer to your clothes, which then has the potential to transfer to your skin and be absorbed into your body. And those dryer sheets also put out those chemicals into your little laundry room, your enclosed area, for you to breathe, and then also in the exhaust that goes out into the environment. So we're so happy that we've been able, with your help, to eliminate 600 million of those. And if we stack them up on top of each other, 600 million, I had this box that I was using this morning of dryer sheets. If I stacked up 600 million of these, it would create a tower nearly 200 miles high. So it's an incredible feat to get rid of 600 million of these. And in addition, if I took them out and I put them kind of end to end like this, it would make a trail that was 8,000 miles long, which is about the distance between Los Angeles and Sydney, Australia. So that is also a pretty big impact. And then we have also eliminated with our consultants more than 700 million paper towel rolls from their homes and then also from landfills, because of course paper towels are also one and done types of products. Now, I did a little research and I found there are lots of different numbers that are put out there. So I took the more conservative number that said that every tree that they cut down for paper towels can create or produce about 150 paper towel rolls. So by my estimation, keeping 700 million paper towel rolls out of the landfills and not using them, we've saved 4.6 million trees from being harvested for this fairly wasteful habit. So, all of these accomplishments are incredibly powerful on their own, but when we add them together and when we then add all of the many others that you have helped us to achieve, it's very inspirational for me, helps me certainly get up in the morning and want to keep adding to that impact. But we are also just getting started. We are only in 4% of homes here in North America. That means 96% of homes do not have an EnviroCloth to get them started and do not have a Safe Haven 5 to get them started. So this is the month to really rally. And as everyone gets focused on these important topics, to bring Norwex kind of to the front of the conversation and share with them how easy it is to take a Safe Haven 5 and to convert your home in a way that you're not only going to be able to see the difference, but you're going to be able to feel the difference. I always tell people, give me 30 days and I'm going to show you the products that in that time is really going to make a huge difference for you and your family. So with that, I will hand it back over to Melissa, and we get to hear some pretty, I know, an incredible presentation from Julie as well.
Wow, was y'all's mind blown? Because mine was. This is why we need to celebrate all steps, large or small. Anything that we do to move us towards creating safe havens, let's celebrate that. Okay, are y'all ready to rock this Earth Month with an incredible edutainer? Because you're going to laugh and you're going to be educated. And she is a Norwex rock star, the amazing Julie Dietrich. She is a dynamic former PE teacher, and she's on a mission to help you live a cleaner, safer, better life. And y'all, her contagious energy and her breadth of knowledge, it is amazing. She is the perfect person to kick off Earth Month. And y'all, just get ready to be wowed and you're probably going to want it all. So let's give Julie a big enthusiastic round of applause and get ready to learn from this Norwex rock star. Julie?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. So I'm going to get right started because I need to make this kitchen a green space, right? So we have all kinds of messes when it comes to the kitchen. On our counters, our stove, our refrigerator, our microwave, all kinds of messes. So usually what I do to clean off my surface is I grab these. Yeah, that's right, these disinfectant wipes. It puts a chemical residue on your surface, and I love chemicals, right? April Fools. I'll use these. They're registered as a pesticide. Oh, I don't want to use these. They just build up that residue and make it harder for you to clean. So ditch these. They're not good for you. They're not good for our environment, too. You heard Amy. We've got to take care of our earth. It's Earth Month. So instead, we've got our everything cleaning cloth, our Enviro cloth, E for everything. And it's got so much fiber in it. It actually will absorb 7 times its weight in liquid, and it's got over 18,000 miles of fiber. And if you took it apart and stretched it, it would go from the Canadian border to the Gulf of America, the Gulf of America. That's right. So this also, each fiber is 1/200th of a human hair. Regular microfiber, 1/6 of a human hair. So would you rather have 200 hands helping you clean your kitchen or 6 hands helping you clean your kitchen? I vote for 200, right? That's right. The other unique thing about our microfiber is the backlot system, the microsilver embedded in each one of the fibers so that it prevents the growth of mold, mildew, and it won't stink or smell. And you don't have to wash it as often. So that means less laundry, less time, less energy and waste. So all of that is good when you use our microfiber. So we're going to do a little demo of my stainless steel dishwasher with my EnviroCloth, and then it's going to be partnered with my window cloth because you can't just clean with the window cloth, people. You need to pick it up and mechanically remove it with the EnviroCloth, and then you shine it with the dry window cloth, okay? So check out over here. I've got some butter that I put on here. I even have some dog noses because my dog Noxie, she was licking it earlier. She thought it was a snack. So I take my EnviroCloth and I fold it in 4s. And then I'm just going to grab my water, just water. And with water, this should be able to remove up to 99% of the bacteria as long as you care for it and use it properly, okay? So you're going to keep it flat and you want to fold it in 4. So you're just going to dirty this one area. Then when that gets dirty, you can fold it over to a clean spot. So you keep it flat, like I said, and then all you have to do is wipe. Easy peasy. All of that comes off, and then you just take your dry window cloth, also folded, and you shine it up. Look at that. All that greasy butter is gone. So think about all your stainless steel. Think about your windows. Think about your car window, your mirrors, your stovetop. Any surface you can clean with these 2 cloths. That's right. Unbelievable. No more of this stuff, right? Skip going down the chemical aisle and you're going to save a lot of money if you don't have to buy all this. And all this stuff is harmful for you. So we've got to stop using that. All right. Now we're going to go. I wanted to mention I've got this great chenille hand towel that is hooked to my dishwasher and it dries your hands really nicely. It's all little fine microfiber nubbies and it'll even remove extra bacteria if you don't end up washing it off properly. And these are actually 50% off this mushroom color. We've got a great sale going on. So you've got to ask your consultant about it. All right. So now we also have a stainless steel cloth. Some of you might think, Well, you cleaned with these two. You can clean with your basic package, the EnviroCloth and the window cloth, but we do have a specialized cloth just for stainless steel. And people always say, well, what's the difference? Well, it's a little rougher on the one side, and then it's a little softer to shine it on the other. So if you if you have a lot of stainless steel and you want a cloth just for your stainless steel, then that could be an option for you. Okay? Now let's think about the tougher jobs. Sometimes your EnviroCloth and your window cloth may not do the job. So we have a bunch of other options. So let's talk about them. We've got the bamboo multi-purpose cloth. I think this feels like the cat's tongue. It's a little rough, and that helps because it loosens things that are stuck on your countertops or your stove. So that's a great option. And by the way, it's actually one of our spend and saves this month. Yeah, we have a lot of great spend and saves. We even have some sponges that are on spend and save. They're not our Enviro sponges, but they're very close to it. So you got to check that out. And we even have an Earth Day basic package on sale. So check it out. So these sponges have scrubby on one side, and then look, our EnviroCloth on the other side. So when you're just picking up water spills and stuff, you can grab this. And then when you have something sticky and you need a little extra scrubbing, you can use this. And it actually, if you're familiar, it's just like our veggie and fruit scrub cloth. It's just a different color on the other side. So our Enviro sponges come in a pack of 2. Then we have Enviro scrubs. These come in a pack of 3. And we have graphite and we have blue. And they're like our bathroom mitt on the other side. So that is another option for cleaning maybe the sink or sticky stuff or your ovens. But you can even take these into the bathroom. They're multi-use. We're getting to some really messy stuff. You got to check out our Sperry sponges. They also come in a pack of 2. They are not microfiber, but they are great on pots, pans, ovens, grills. They're just fantastic. So you got to get a set of those. And then when you really, really have something stuck on and hard to get off, then try our Spear and X. They're 100% stainless steel. They don't rust. They don't have any chemicals in them, and they last quite a long time. So they are the really toughest thing to use, and they come in a pack of 2 also. Now, sometimes you might need an extra cleaner when it comes to your surfaces, like your counter, or maybe your floors. So we have our probiotic hard surface cleaner concentrate. You can actually dilute this in a spray bottle and then spray it on your granite countertops or marble or other surfaces, even maybe your wood counter cabinets. But always use it in an inconspicuous area just to make sure. But the probiotic cleaner is a great option if you need a little extra enzymes. And the really cool thing, it actually keeps working for up to 3 days after you use it, breaking down the grime and stuff that might be in a small crevice on your counter or your floors. So I love that. Now, when it comes to kitchen, dishes, right? Well, we've got lots of options for dishes. First of all, we've got an Ultrazyme powder that isn't going to make your food or your plates taste like chemicals. So this one's going to totally dissolve, and also lots of enzymes, breaking down the food naturally, just like the enzymes in our stomach. And then we've got our rinse aid to get rid of all those spots. So those are great for your dishwasher, and you can actually buy them together so that you save some money. And then, who's got hard water? I do. Well, we've got this magnet ball that you can actually put in the bottom of your dishwasher, and then it will collect all that so that you don't get spots and things like that on your plates and your dishes. So you got to check that out. You can even put it in your toilet tank and the top loading washing machine. So you got to check it out. Then drying dishes, wow, we've got you covered at Norwick's. We've got two different weaves. We've got the channel weave that collects the crumbs and everything. We even have claws to go with it. And then we have a diamond textured weave that's very absorbent, and that works on all kinds of kitchen surfaces too. And they come in a variety of different colors. And actually, this beautiful amethyst color is 50% off on our sale. So check it out. All right. So when you have spills around your sink after you're doing the dishes, or maybe you are making coffee and your coffee maker leaks, it happens a lot, right? Well, you're going to grab these, right? You're going to grab these because you love to spend at least $30 or $40 a month on these things. And wow, they waste trees too. Oh, just like Amy said. Well, no, April Fools, people. You don't want to use paper towels. They're cash in the trash. Instead, you want to use our counter claws. That's right. They're just the size of a half a paper towel, and they absorb about a half or a quarter cup of water. And look at the variety of colors I have. And they can come in this cute little box set. And when you put it on top, it looks like a little roof. So you got to grab these instead of grabbing a paper towel. It'll save you so much money, and it helps save our environment and trees, right? All right, so when you're going to do dishes and you have a lot of them, we've got this great dish mat, and make sure that you're putting the white side up. I didn't know that at first. So make sure you put the white side up, people, so that it absorbs in there. And all of these things have the backlock system. Like I said, the microsilver that prevents the growth of mold and mildew. So you won't have to worry about that. All right, we're doing some dishes. I think I'll use my stinky sponge that's got a bunch of bacteria in it. April Fools, I'm not going to use these. They're a waste of money, right? They really don't absorb and don't work, and they do harbor bacteria. So instead, I'm going to use my netted dishcloth. You just put your soap on there and scrub away. It works fantastic. And also, it's better for our environment than some of that blue stuff that you might spray on something or use it to do dishes. Well, we also, if you have a really tough dishes, like maybe you made macaroni and cheese or your favorite casserole, and it's hard to get the dishes clean. Well, you just spray it with our Biozyme. Yeah, it's a dish concentrate. You dilute it in our spray bottle, spray it right on, and the enzymes start breaking down the food particles and make it easier to clean. So I love that. And this dishcloth, that was like one of my favorite products when I first started because it rinses so easy and it doesn't hold on to all the food particles and get gross. And if you want to sanitize it, a good tip, put it in your dishwasher where your glasses are and just run it through when you run through a cycle. Then it'll sanitize it. Now, cleaning your stainless steel sink or maybe your oven, you've got to try our Norwick's Power Cleaning Paste. And guess what? It's 50% off on a sale. This is like a big hockey puck. So all you have to do is swipe and clean. It's amazing. You can make your stainless steel sink beat up water. I love it. And it lasts forever. Like 4,000 swipes. All right. Well, what about grease? Who's got greasy stuff? Well, we got a degreaser for that. It's again a concentrate and it's got enzymes in it. You just put it in a spray bottle. And when you're doing some greasy cooking, then you can put it on your stove, put it on your dishes or pots and pans. Okay? Now, let's get to we've got this great foaming hand soap dispenser. I actually put my dish soap in there. That's right. I put a third cup of the soap, 2 capfuls of our degreaser, and 1 cup of water. And then it comes right out. Foamy. I love foam. Yes, I love foam when I do dishes. So I usually use that. Now we also, maybe if you just got your nails done and you don't want to touch anything, you can use our little scrubbies with our little handle and scrub your dishes, okay? And they come with replacements. So once one wears out, you can keep the plastic part, the handle, and it just pops on to the new one. So less waste. That's what we want, right? Less waste. So let's see, what else? We've got that. Okay. Now, when it comes to the foaming hand dispenser, this can also be used for our foaming hand wash. This one's the peppermint, and then we have a spearmint. And you can put it right in there and put water in it, and it works fantastic. All right, what about this great brush? You fill this with our dish soap. Here it is. We fill this with our dish soap, and it's got this little button, and it dispenses out. And these bristles, they actually have some antibacterial substance within them, so no mold and mildew will grow. And they're really tough compared to the ones that you normally would buy. It's going to last a long time. And to fill it, you just have to twist the head off and fill it right up. And like I said, push away. So hand-free dishing, washing dishes. Now we also, for the tough areas, we have this great utility brush. You can tell I use mine a lot. Yep, this is a new one. This is mine. And I use it for all kinds of things around my fixtures, in my sinks, things that I can't reach. It works great. And it even comes with a little silicone pointed end that gets in all kinds of tough areas. Okay? All right. So the other thing we have is an all-purpose cream cleanser. That can actually be bought together with this as a set to save some money. And this is actually our power cleaning paste, but in a cream. So it's just a different option, in case you wondered. All right. So now let's talk about another special we have. We have a Safe Haven Earth Day package. It's got the power cleaning paste. It's got the EnviroCloth. Okay, EnviroCloth. It's got this beautiful window cloth and this great amethyst dusting mat. I love these colors, don't you? And you get 3 samples of the PowerZyme, and you're going to save 25% on this bundle. Let's talk about free shipping. Who loves free shipping? Well, if you're a new customer to Norwex and haven't ordered before, then you're going to save and have free shipping on any order of $99 or more this month. So get with your consultant. Now, what about our stove? That is always a bear to clean. Well, the best thing to do is our power cleaning paste and either our Speary sponge or a Spear net. These will really make this glass clean and shine, because that gets dirty after a while, right? Then on the inside, I recommend our oven and grill cleaner. You turn it up to 100 degrees, and then so you're heating it up just a little bit. It's not like when I had a self-cleaning oven and I had to turn it up to like 500 degrees and you had to burn the stuff out and it smelled so bad you practically had to evacuate for the rest of the day or wear some kind of hazmat mask. We don't need that, right? That's not good for us to have all those chemicals while we're trying to just clean our oven. So the best thing to do is just use our oven and grill cleaner that's going to help break it down more naturally and then scrub it with our Speary sponge, our spear and net. And then, like I said, the window, you got to use the cleaning paste. That works fantastic. And then you can use our EnviroCloth and our window cloth to shine it up after, to clean up all in the oven. Okay? So oven cleaning on the inside is a snap. And that, whoops. And then on, Teddy, and then on the on top of it, you can use a bunch of the options that I told you before and use our cleaning paste. Now that was not supposed to break. That is like my oven broke. All right. Well, I wanted to tell you quickly about this beautiful chenille hand towel is actually free if you host a party and get $500 in retail sales this month. Then Norwix will send you this beautiful chenille hand towel with the butterfly on it. And if you don't like the butterfly, you can always turn it over so it's plain. But so you need to get with your consultant and host a party. That is the best way to get these products for discount or free. It's amazing. And look at these beautiful tea towels. I love the tea towels. And doesn't that just say spring? It sure does. So, whoops, we'll just put that down there. So what about making an Easter basket with some of our new products? This is some of our new EnviroCloths and our beautiful window cloth. Put them in an Easter basket. Someone's going to love that. Easter's coming. Or we have our optic scarf and this. Doesn't that make a cute Easter basket? So think about if you need Easter gifts, Norwix has got them. All right, everybody. Well, I am trying to finish up here. We'll turn the light off. Where's my Noxie? So, Noxie, I wanted to tell you, I've been wearing this. For those of you that don't know, I'm also called the Bat Lady because when I did a live for a party during COVID, I had some bats flying in my house and they flew around my kitchen, but I just kept going, never stopped, and it was funny. So if you haven't seen my bat video, you'll have to look me up on YouTube because you can see it. Come here, Knox. Come here, Knox. So here's my Noxie. This is my bat. April Fools. So we've got bats here today. Look at that. Right, Knox? Yeah, this is my sheepadoodle Noxie. Look at that. You got your bat costume on. All right. Well, thank you to everybody. All right, Melissa.
Thank you, Julie. Melissa.
Oh, awesome.
That was that was a lot and we got through it fast. Good job. Wow.
But it was so great. You
Well
could see
done.
all the love in the chat. Julie, that was amazing. Thank you so very much. I think everyone took notes and everyone wants your dish soap recipe for sure. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Oh, you're
Julie.
welcome. You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Julie. That was absolutely amazing. And love the bats. And if you haven't seen her bat video, like that is a must see. And she did a perfect party with bats flying around her. So Julie,